Okay, I feel like, are we good? I think we're good.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I, didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around.
What's up everybody, it's me ToneClassic and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to talk about capacity. What people have the capacity for and how that correlates to you or me. Because I'm going to be talking about my personal experiences, and I always say I talk about my personal experiences on my channel in hopes for like group understanding and like communal understanding. I think that when we open up and talk about our individual lives and when we're transparent about things that we've been through, it helps other people understand their experiences better and hopefully maybe avoid some of the bad things that, you know, I went through or someone else went through. Capacity. That is the word of the day. It hurts to lose friends. It hurts to lose friends. It hurts to lose a significant other. You know, having someone not be around anymore that you thought was going to be around for a very long time. You know, not talking to someone that you used to talk to every single day. Like, that is a sour feeling, and nothing really prepares you for that. Adulthood doesn't really prepare you for that. You know, I've said in past videos, when it comes to friends, you know, we go from being in these spaces like school and, you know, church or athletic teams or other groups that you're in as a child and as a high school student and as a collegiate student, to being thrown into adulthood where friendships are not as easy to make and as easy to come by. So when you do come across someone that seems to be a friend, you want to hold on to them, and it hurts when things don't necessarily pan out that way. I'm gonna go back to the word capacity because a lot of times I feel like, you know, we're looking at other people that we've allowed into our space and we're saying, oh well, you're not a good friend, or you don't do X, Y, and Z, and you don't check on me and do for me how I do for you. And sometimes, yeah, it is that people just don't want to do and don't want to be the kind of friend that you are to them. Sometimes it is that, but other times it's just that people don't have the capacity to do the things that you're expecting and you're asking of them. Sometimes people don't have the capacity to be the kind of friend to you that you are to them. Sometimes people don't have the capacity to be the kind of boyfriend or a girlfriend to you that you are to them. Sometimes people don't have the capacity to be the kind of parent that you feel like you really need. Capacity. Like, and it hit me like a brick when I came to the realization, because sometimes it's not even about you. It's about the fact that this person doesn't have the capacity to meet your expectations or do what you need them to do. It's not always that way, but when it is that way, it's important to recognize that, because that will save you, or at least it saves me, some heartache and some sadness, because I'm not necessarily heartbroken and sad that I've lost a friend or a significant other or whoever because they didn't care about me or because they didn't want to try, but I'm processing it as, okay, it's not that you didn't care and that you didn't want to do, it's that you didn't have the capacity to do. I can kind of move along better, and I can also make better decisions with the people I allow into my space, because from initial interactions, I'm gonna know, okay, does this person have the capacity? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm like, you know, girl, I'm not some prophet, and I'm not like the most amazing person on the planet, you know, but I do definitely think that when it comes to friendships and relationships, I definitely know the capacity that I possess, and I definitely know that I'm gonna give what I would want someone to give to me. But everyone is not that way. I wanted to make this video because I kept thinking about this word capacity, 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 and how it's been really a focal point of a lot of the relationships I've had, be it most of them platonic, where I end up feeling like, this person doesn't really care about me as much as I care about them. This person isn't for me as much as I am for them. And that's a sour feeling. That is not a good feeling, because it makes you feel like you've wasted your time, and it makes you feel like you have, you know, allowed someone into your space who should have never been there in the first place. This idea of capacity and looking at people objectively and saying, and looking at them and seeing what do they have the capacity for, is allowing me to make better decisions with who I allow into my space, who I call a friend, who I call a, you know, a brother, sister, whatever. This has also caused me to take a look inward at myself and see what I have the capacity for. Are there ways that I'm coming up short? And have discussions. Oh my gosh. Having discussions with people about this. Like, what do you have the capacity for? You know, this is, I'm expecting to receive what I am putting out. That's like bare minimum. If I'm not receiving what I'm putting out, well then, that might not necessarily be someone I'm referring to as a friend. They might fall under a different category, like more of an acquaintance, or, you know, someone where we just say hi and we grab a bite to eat from time to time. And that's okay. That's okay. You know, it's also important to know, like, I hate to say this because this sounds kind of like divisive and maybe superficial, but having a hierarchy, you know, of people, like, and understanding where they fall in that. Because when you're putting people that don't have the capacity to be a best friend, and when you're putting them in the best friend box, and then your feelings is hurt, I'm like literally reading myself when I'm saying this, but I know it resonates with someone who's watching this. When your feelings are hurt because they're not showing up for you, and as the best friend you would hope they would be, well, sweetheart, there were definitely signs beforehand that they didn't have the capacity to be the kind of best friend that you needed. This is not just with friends, this is with boys, this is girls, this is literally anyone that you know, have in your life. And I know that I started this off with a precursor about adulthood, but this isn't just an adult life. I think that young people who may watch my videos can also learn something from this, because I'm at a point now where I don't have time to fall apart because of the way someone failed to show up for me, or the way someone showed me that they are not actually for me, and the way that someone showed me that they are not actually who I thought they were. Of course that affects me, of course it saddens me, but I literally do not have it in me anymore to fall apart and be sad and be depressed for days, weeks, and, you know, going back. I just don't. Like, that's why I'm like trying to find these new ways of accepting things, making necessary changes, and moving forward. I will call this video like pillow talk. This is like, you know, girl chat. Even though we're not all girls, this is gender neutral chat, you know? This is non-binary chat. This is they, them chat. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, if everything I said literally made no sense at all, please let me know. And I'll make the necessary changes, make sure I make better sense next video. I would think that something I said would resonate with some of you all though, because I feel like a lot of my subscribers, I feel like, you know, I feel like a lot of people that watch and comment on my videos are thoughtful, intuitive people. I mean, I think you guys are, because like all my videos are not just fluff, you know? Some of them are fluff, but some of them are not fluff. I think this is one that's like very much not fluff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I don't know what that was. That's not how I ever blow my kisses at the end of my videos. It's been a long time, sorry.
Can't keep on